Welcome back to my mental health and crime channel. My name is Huda London. This is for educational purpose only. This is the case of the Idaho quadruple murders. I'm just making a short clip as a reminder to remind all my lovely subscribers, the people who have been with me for so long, the people who've subscribed to me now. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I know that I've been repeating this and putting this up in my clips, that I've moved over to my new channel, my second channel. It's called Psychology and Crime Reacts. Follow the link and it'll take y'all to the channel. I'll be posting in one there within the next half an hour, and I'll be making many other clips. From now onwards, I'll be using that channel. I would really, really appreciate y'all to subscribe there and to share it with my other subscribers too. I hope everyone's having a lovely day. Look after your health, mental health, physical health. Look after each other, your families, your loved ones. And I've actually made a clip on the other channel talking more about this case and the red flags that I see in this case, and actually being more direct and honest about what I see. There's a lot of good stuff on Huda London Mental Health and Crime. I will be coming there eventually, but for now I want to give it just a hold. I just want to put it on hold while I build up this channel, because this is going to be my future channel. Hopefully. There's so many issues with that channel because I guess I was exposing too many things in the Idaho Moscow case. So I've been trying to follow the YouTube policies, but it's not always easy. So please like, share, and subscribe to my new channel. Have a lovely day. I love each and every of my subscribers. I will be coming back to your comments. I'm so sorry. I've been really, really busy, but I'm trying to get there. So remember that I really appreciate your mindfulness, your thoughtful, interesting comments that actually give me not only motivation, it gives me ideas too. And that is what teamwork is supposed to be about. That's what we do in Huda London Mental Health and Crime, and that is what I intend that we continue doing in Psychology and Crime. I've started getting a lot of subscribers in that channel, and I hope all my subscribers in Mental Health and Crime could follow the link and come to that channel. Others, y'all are going to miss me and wonder what has happened to me. I'm around. I'm still around. Many YouTube creators have moved to other cases that are really important too. But for me, I kind of live for this case besides having a job and having a family. I'm really passionate, motivated to get justice for Xana, Kaylee, Maddie, and E. All their 4 beautiful souls, their smiles, their families. I know sometimes it's not easy as creators. We say things just to try to find out more about these students since everything is on gag order. But I really believe that these students were unfairly treated. They ganged up on them. I don't believe it's only one suspect. Brian could be involved, but I believe that there are more suspects involved in this case. I've spoken about it in my other channel. I believe that when the gag order goes off, when they unlock the gag order, they see, because right now everything's on gag order. Once the letters, once the court case starts, if it ever starts, now we hear Ann Taylor saying she'll be ready in 2025 August. I wonder if they can use the Brady Giglo order on the prosecutor and the prosecution. They haven't handed in all the evidence. We can see Cyree has been exposing them kind of with his professionalism. And I was talking about it in the other clip that I'm just uploading on psychology and crime. I want to know why Hunter Johnson was the first person who was called. I want to know who was living in the spare room. And I want to know, Ashley, the roommate, the sixth roommate, if she did not live there, did she give the keys back to the landlord? Or did she privately rent it out to some other person? Was that room used as a store for whatever? Something to do with money, you'll understand what I mean. Was there any kind of selling and deals going on? Because remember, the mini cab driver, or what's it called, Uber driver, told the local news in Idaho that he's driven people there many times to get drugs. Quite interesting. It was a party house. Many people at the front door code. The front door was left wide open. Why? There was a tripod that was recording, the cameras was recording, and when this happened, they rewinded the cameras and they saw a blonde young female running out hysterically at 2 a.m. Isn't 2 a.m. what his mother, Stacy, said? 2 a.m. is the hardest time for a family. Did something happen at 2 a.m.? What was actually going on? Was there a fight at the Sigma Chi? Why is the guy underdog on the chat telling me that David L. is innocent? What is he trying to prove? I believe the two Davids allegedly are involved. Number 9, number 8, Jovito. Enan Hush knows something. If he doesn't know everything, he was subpoenaed by Ann Taylor in the beginning, and then he was let go. He saw some interesting license plates, Montana, Nevada, New Mexico. He wasn't very sure, but it makes sense. Was this organizations that came and got these girls? Was there a shakedown, allegedly? What did Jackass mean by, you know they're going to get you for that, Maddie? Wonder what they were going to get them for. And at the same time, Kaylee said, Maddie, what did you tell Adam? And Maddie, I like Maddie because she doesn't look like she hides anything. She has no filter. She said, I told Adam like everything. So whatever was told to Adam, I don't believe Adam is innocent. Adam knows. He knows Murphy. And so does Jack D. Jack D shares the custody of Murphy with Kaylee until she was unalived. If a stranger just comes, stranger danger, and does a mass murder, why would he leave a dog? When the dog is barking and the dog could draw attention, why would he do that? Doesn't make sense. That's why I believe it was locals who did it. Where did the Banfield boys come from? Where's the 3 unidentified male DNAs? Has it disappeared? What are these people trying to say? They demolished the house. They got rid of the 3 unidentified male DNAs. They're too stuck on Kohlberger's alibi, which is important. Where was Kohlberger? But then guess what? Kohlberger doesn't have a crime. Never done a crime in Pennsylvania. Never done a crime in Washington Pullman. Why would he just go and attack 4 people all the way in Idaho, Moscow? They keep on calling him a psychopath, which psychopath is the wrong term. As a mental health counselor, it's a stigma. We call them antisocial personality disorders. If he was suffering of that and he went amok, he went wild and started doing this to people, why would he leave a dog alive? Did Kaylee have a stalker, or was she just saying it? Why would the guy in the vape shop lie and say Kaylee had a stalker? He said they all used to come in groups to protect Kaylee. I don't believe he's lying. He knows what he's talking about. So I do believe everything they debunked needs to be checked thoroughly, because I really do believe it happened. Kaylee had a stalker, but who was the stalker? Jack Showalter clearly said, you know they're going to get you for that, Maddie. Guess what? They got Maddie, they got Kaylee, they got E, and they got Xana 2 hours after those words were said. Isn't that past the red flag? Isn't that a boom, a proper one? He actually passed a threat. Aren't threats supposed to be taken serious? And guess what the police said? Hoodie guy is cleared. Jack D was the last person to be cleared. And everyone on YouTube tells me, oh, you should leave Jack D alone because the family said that they checked his body and he had no scars. He could have worn the outfit, the dungaree outfit, like the police are searching in Amazon. It could have been Jack D who bought it. We saw his fingers injured. I've showed them many times. That is one of the reasons I'm having trouble with YouTube. But I think I've exposed Saeed, Jack D, Joe Vito, the boys in Banfield, the boys at the grub truck. I've exposed them enough. If you go back to my channel from the beginning, you will see so much. I've seen other people are just taking things from my channel without even giving me the fair credit. Some actually do. But some just go and take my things and just continue making it. But you know what? I really don't mind it. In a way, give credit where it's due. If you don't want to, it just shows their character. But give credit and then take whatever you want, because I want everyone to expose these people. The truth has to come out. Maybe Koberger did it, but he didn't do it by himself. Maybe Koberger's innocent and others did it. We know that Jack D had a white Hyundai. I heard it's his parents who own it, but it was always in front of his house while he was standing and yelling like a maniac on the roof. If you look down, Adam was standing. If you look down, there was a white pickup truck and a Hyundai and a black van. What was that body cam about when the police came to Hunter Johnson and Kaylee? And he said, I would rather that you use the $300 on beer. Never heard something like that. Where have we heard police encouraging youngsters, don't get a penalty? They should be saying, don't get a penalty. You could use that money on buying books. You're a student. Or use it on doing activities. But no, the police said you can use that money on beer. Why does he want them to drink? They are coming here for a noise complaint, but yet again they're encouraging the students to drink. Red flag. He took a picture of Kaylee on a mobile, on a phone device, on his phone device, sorry. Why? Was that private business? Was there something between that cop and Kaylee? Or was he coming there to show them, we are watching you? Not as cops, we are watching y'all. Maybe he works for someone. Maybe information will leak to organizations. Why was my friend David L. standing with his hands in his pocket, and as soon as Maddie and Kaylee walked in, he turned his back around? Why? Why was number 9 putting something in Kaylee's mouth? Many people agree with me and some people disagree. He was doing it quickly while he was exchanging, he was giving the ticket to the grub truck, and then he put something in Kaylee's mouth, in Maddie's mouth, and you can see Maddie she tasted it, whatever it was. Why are they saying that the autopsies are negative? Why was these 4 students cremated? Important questions that need to be answered. These people call 911 last. They call Hunter Johnson first, like he was a doctor or like he can save lives. Was Hunter Johnson renting the room? What was he actually doing there? He was always in that house. Pay attention. Could he have been the informer, looking after them? to make sure that the job was done well? Was there something stored in the room below? Why was the lights always on the room below? Why? There's so many things that need to be answered. There's so many things that are being ignored. The pictures these students, Saeed with his bushy eyebrows is watching. He was sliding on trees pictures. One with someone with a mask that looked like a woman, a white mask, a white paint on their face. The other pictures, you can see 3 people or 4 people kneeling on the floor and somebody standing on top of them with a weapon or something, pointing at one of them. Where did these crimes happen? Did the unalivings happen outside? Were these students dragged inside? Or did it happen inside? Could they have been waiting in the spare room? What does BF know? She had Venmos that they were sending each other. One of them clearly said Coke. C-O-K. And I'm sure they're not talking about normal Coca-Cola. What was Jack D doing with these Coca-Cola can? Did he have a camera inside? What did, not Jack D, sorry, Jovito. What did Jovito mean by saying, oh, some people said that I was involved. I couldn't have been involved. The unalivings happened while I walked at home. I was at home when the unalivings happened. How would he know that? Stay woke. We need to stay awake. We need to be woken if you're sleeping. Something is really wrong in this case, and now small things are being exposed, and the trial hasn't even started. I believe this is going to drag for years and years. These 4 students deserve their justice. They were sent to college to experience the college life. They were sent to college to get a degree, to be someone in life. They weren't sent to college to come back in boxes. That is really sad. Why were they dismembered? Why were they all cremated? What happened at 2 a.m.? Why is 2 a.m. the hardest time? I mentioned it in my other clip just now. Look at Zana when she's talking. Outside the house with the Vandals t-shirt on. She said, hi, my name is Zana. She said, I work with the Vandal Solution. What is the Vandal Solution? Could someone in the Vandal Solution have got pissed off with Zana? Did something happen? She said she works with the police housing project. What was that about? Zana was working in many projects. Did she upset someone? Or did someone feel betrayed or exposed? This was a horrific crime. It was a targeted crime. Could they have written something with red liquid on the walls? Why wasn't the FBI called at once? Why were they called 5 days later? What really interests me, that I really want to talk about, is the picture. The picture of the 4 students in the beginning and the surviving roommates. All 6 of them are standing in Taylor Avenue. I've always said that from the beginning. They're standing in Taylor Avenue on the 2nd floor, near the steps. I wonder who lives in Taylor Avenue. Were they there? Could they have been there? And could have they been dragged home because Maddie's jacket was found behind the bushes? Who lives in Taylor Avenue? I wonder. We know that Jack Showalter lives in Queen's Apartments. Hunter lives right next to the girls in one of the short grey buildings, and that's exactly where the 4 detectives were standing, and they were just watching the house and the roof. What happened there? Why was there so many rumors and speculations going on that Jack D was behind this? Why did Jack D open a GoFundMe without permission of the family? And he said he was doing it for the family, he and his auntie, and they were told not to do it by Steve. Then Steve opened a GoFundMe for Kaylee's car, and then later on Jack D opened a GoFundMe for Murphy, his dog. Very interesting. Stay woke to these things. 3 a.m. at night, they opened a GoFundMe on that same night for E. Jack Kovish was the first person to send him money. And then his sister sent him money. Saeed sent Jack K some money. Was this a bet? I hate to say that. I know it sounds wrong, but it's a question to ask. Why were Venmos being flying around at that time? His scholarship fund that his parents and Sigma Chi started is worth many years that every year a student will come in for free, which is good. But were they involved? Was the Sigma Chi fraternity involved? What good is their money if they are unlived people? And the GoFundMe of E is still standing. It remains up. People are still gathering money. For what? For who? Why didn't the police put a reward out? Maybe somebody would have spoken. Could it be big organizations behind these crimes? Because nobody wants to talk. Everyone's scared of talking. And these students seem like they're having a laugh. It's like, oh, done is done, and now BK can take the blame. Chief Fry said clearly, the surviving roommates are not witnesses. They were just there. That says a lot. He said that to ABC News. What were they doing just there? DM, if you're hearing, I believe in frozen shock. I'm a mental health counselor. It does happen. But for 8-9 hours? My question is, did you feel safe to stay there? Because you and BK allegedly were there. Right up till 11:58 when you all decided, let's call Hunter before we call 911. Explain that. Why is the 911 call on gag order? Each and every case you see, we hear of the 911 call. 911, what is your emergency? Yes, we found 4 of our friends unalived. What's the address? 1122 Kings Road or Queens Road? That's the way it's supposed to go. Why are they putting this 911 on gag order? Where are the 3 unidentified DNAs, male DNAs? Why does it look like the university has more influence, more entitlement in this case than the police itself? And have you noticed, if you remember, if you remember the case of Kylie Rodney, if you remember the case of Summerwells, many other cases, when the police is doing a conference, the FBI, there's always 1 or 2 men, like the men in black, in suits. They don't talk much, but they stand there because they're involved in the case. How come we didn't see any FBI in the 2 press conferences? Why was the FBI invited 5 days later? How much information could have the FBI gathered? And how much information did Moscow police actually mess up before they called the FBI? Maybe they didn't call the FBI because they knew their students were involved. They didn't want to expose it. Now maybe the FBI said, you know what, here's the evidence that we found in the tower. Y'all called us too late and we ain't getting involved. Y'all can deal with it in the court. Just my thoughts, in my opinion, allegedly. the trial, or it's not the proper trial, but the questionings that are going on is quite interesting with Officer Mallory. He did not do the tower files right. He couldn't even explain how he got it done. He saved it in some kind of app. It all sounded so wrong and confusing. Was Brian Christopher Koberger at the YY Park? Because the YY Park was closed, let's be honest. Was he just trying to say he was driving around the YY Park? Could be possible. Or was he... Why was his phone switched off? I know it could have run out of batteries, but he should have a car charger. Something's not right with Brian Christopher Koberger. And something's not right with Brent Kopacov, too. For the SWAT team to have come and taken 8 hours to delete him. What did he do? If he was having a mental health episode, because he was having one the day he calls the cops and he was saying he's seeing things and he's looking at the corridor and he's saying, I can see lights and all. He was having a psychosis episode. Why didn't they put him in a psychiatrist ward? Why didn't he get a psychiatrist evaluation? Is it because he was possibly involved? He and BK lived 7 minutes from each other. I like to look at everything in every direction. I'm not going to say BK is innocent because I can find a lot of flaws with BK. And I'm not going to say the students are innocent because they are worse. Please like, share, and subscribe. I was supposed to actually talk for 5 minutes. It became a whole video. I just want to say, please, please, please follow the link in the community channel and even in my comments. Please subscribe to Who to London. It's not actually Who to London. This one is Who to London, Mental Health and Crime. That one is called Psychology and Crime Reacts. Please follow the channel. I'll be making more contents over there. I wish everyone a pleasant day, and I wish love, peace, and happiness, especially for the 4 victims' families. I hope they get time to heal. I hope they get the answers that they're entitled to, and I hope they get the justice that they're entitled to. Thank you very much. Have a lovely day. I appreciate all of my subscribers. Love you all. Take care, and thank you all for your comments.